All right, everybody's phone should be up. We're going to do front and back on this graphing paper. I don't think we've graphed any this year yet, right? All right, this stuff, guys, will not be on tomorrow's test. It'll be on the test next week. All right, Hunter and Allison and Chloe, y'all are interrupting me. Y'all had plenty of break time today.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Hunter, y'all ready? Yeah. All right, everybody look at number 1. Now, going over stuff y'all learned last year in 8th grade. Everybody should know how to graph that, right?
Yep.
If we're going to graph by rise over run, by slope, okay, which number do we start at?
The X.
Okay, you start at the y-intercept. This is the number. That's all right, Jacob. I appreciate you helping. That's the number that you start at, Chloe. So we go up 4, put a point on your graph.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
And you guys, now you don't have to draw the line in a color. We'll just shade in a color. How about that?
I don't know how to do
it. Guys, we're just starting. It's okay.
I feel like I did not learn this last year.
All right, look. Go up 4, put a point. Now, everybody look at the number that's in front of x. That's -3. Okay, how you going to write it as a fraction? -3 over 1, right? If you don't see a number under it, it's automatically a 1. All right, look. That is called your rise over run. That's probably how you learned it last year. Did everybody do this last year, right, Jake?
Like a foil method.
All right, now, normally, what you would do is go up 3 over 1. But this time it's a -3, so I don't go up 3.
You go down.
I go down 3, but I still go forward 1. So, down 3 over 1. Down 3 over 1. Down 3
Yeah,
over
we know
1.
it. I know what this is.
You should have done this last year.
Yes, I did.
All right, any questions so far? Now, don't draw a line through it yet. We got to talk about something. If you guys want a straight edge or a ruler, I'll get you one tomorrow.
There's like a section, I don't know what it's called, but there's like, there's a line go that way, and a line go that way.
We'll do that later.
Yeah, okay.
Hunter, question? All right, watch. We have to know now, is this line going to be a solid line or a dotted line?
Solid.
How do you know when it's solid and when it's dotted? Here's how you know. Look at your sign. If it was like this, just greater than, it would be dotted. But if it has the solid line under it, it's going to be a solid line on your graph. So everybody draw a solid line. Try to draw it straight. If you need a ruler, like I said, I'll get you one tomorrow.
You still did it wrong.
All right. We got one more thing we got to go. All right, JT, we're either going to shade above the line or below the line. How do you know? What's that sign say? It says greater than or equal to. Look on the board. If it's greater than, common sense tells you, you go up. Greater you go up, less than you go down. So we got to shade up. So now with your color, and get me another color. We'll go blue. I want you guys to shade up like this. I do not want you to color it in solid, okay? I got a reason for that. That's what Jacob was saying, and we'll do some more graphs later and color them in solid. Right now, I just want you to use lines to shade them upward. Greater than to shade above. Yeah, it should look just like what I got on the board, guys.
All Mr. Galt did was teach not great math.
Yeah, that's why you guys are doing good in here.
Mr. Galt wasn't teaching what you think.
He was a pain in the butt.
I know Mr. Galt. He is a very good teacher.
He always talks about Wayne County. Annoying.
I'd rather that than Mr. Galt. No.
All right, so nothing new on the second one. You're going to do this one, guys, just like we did number 1, okay? So where do we start number 2 at? Everybody go to -5. Everybody put a point. Okay, this time, Danielle, what is my rise over run on this one? So I rise 3, run 5. Up 3 over 5. 1, 2, 3 over 5. 1, 2, 3. I can only do it one time. I can't do it twice.
We did, what's it called? The hypotenuse or something like that?
We'll do that later. Yeah, that's the stuff we're doing later. All right, now, Jacob. Solid line or dotted line?
Dotted. I don't know. I
right,
wasn't
look.
looking. I was not looking.
All right, look,
whenever
if
this-
it's like this, Jacob, without the equal line, that's when it's dotted.
Okay.
But if it has a solid line under it,
I was
that's
just-
when it's
I
solid.
wasn't paying attention at that.
Now you know. So
Okay.
everybody make a solid line.
So that means it's not solid.
All right, Kyler, look at my sign. Kyler, do I shade above it or below it?
You say Kyler or Kyler?
Kyler.
Okay. He said Kyler.
Below.
Don't tell him.
Oh, I was gonna say it.
Less than, all you guys have to do, Carter, Steve, is look at the board. Less than means below. Carter, you got a question? So we got a shade below. Everybody go below your color. Anybody have a question before we start doing some different stuff? No, there's some on here you're not going to be able to.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm going to let y'all do 3 by yourself, 5 by yourself. Those are all easy.
3.
Hey, let's do 4 and 6. 4 is a little different. Let's go to 4.
Oh, that's easy.
4 is different. All right, number 4 says y greater than -4. All right, how come on this one we don't have a rise over run?
Because it's not there. There's not
It's
correction.
negative.
There's not an x. If there's not an x in your problem, you can't go up and over. You can't do rise over run. So when y'all have one like this, you got to do it differently. Here's how you do it. Go to -4 on the y-axis, put a point. Everybody go to -4 on the y-axis, put a point. Now, if you had to guess, would the line be drawn horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
Think about it. If you draw it vertical, it's not even going to show up. It would be right on the axis.
It's gonna go.
That lets me know to go this way. Okay, next. Is it dotted or solid?
Dotted.
This one's dotted. So you guys need to draw a dotted line side to side. It's okay if you wrote it solid, then right up above it, just write dotted, and I'll see that. All right, Hunter, kick ladder. Do I shade above it or below it? All you gotta do is look at the board. Greater than says above it. So you would take your line, shade above. All right, so that's a different type problem. Okay, I want everybody to try number 6 because I want to make sure that's going to fit on your graph. If you go up 7/4,
Yeah, it is.
if it doesn't, you can go off the graph a little bit. It's okay.
Wait.
I want everybody to try number 6.
Oh, the graph only goes 6. Oh,
Hey, it's okay. We'll figure it
I
out.
thought it went 10. That's fine.
Mine goes to 7. I don't know what yours goes to.
6.
All right, 6 is y greater than or equal to 7/4x. Okay, I know what I can show you when it won't fit on the graph. All right, where do we go to start number 6?
Up 2.
Go up 2. Everybody go there and put a point. Okay, what's our rise over run?
7/4.
Up 7/4. Watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we got right here over 4. All right, that's not on my graph, is it? But I can do something. If I want to go backwards, instead of going up 7/4, I can go down 7 back 4, and it makes the same line.
Yes.
So I can do that. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back 1, 2, 3, 4. Look,
But you have to
it
write
makes the
it.
same line.
You have to write it another way.
Because look, 7/4 is the same thing as -7/-4, right? Because a negative times a negative equals a positive. So if you change both signs, then I can go down 7 backwards 4, and it makes the same thing. Kyler, you had a question?
Above the y-axis right there,
Yes.
where you put that 1 dot, is that supposed to be there, or is that?
Oh no,
Okay.
I was just
Yeah, right
counting. Sorry, I was counting.
Coach,
Sir.
for number 3.
Well, I hadn't even looked at 3. Let's do 6. All right, so 6, is it dotted or solid?
Dotted or solid?
Hold on, guys. It's got the line under it, so it's solid. Ah. Okay. Do we shade above it or below it? It says greater than. Look at the board, and it tells you to shade above it. Now, which way is above it?
Above it.
Yeah, remember, if you lay your pencil this way and move up, you can tell that's going above. All right, so I'm going to let you guys, in a minute, do 3 and 5. Did you have a question on 3?
We already did 3.
Yes, I did.
No, we haven't.
I haven't helped you with 3.
That's what I need
Oh,
to know.
we done 6.
All right, what's your question on
No, we
3?
done
I
4.
don't know what to do because.
All right, let's do it
We
then.
done 1, 2.
Yeah, we done.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. This is all just
I
learning
did
how to do
4
this
on
stuff.
3.
Oh well.
All right, everybody try 3 then.
Now do
Greater
3
than
on 4.
negative
Yeah.
x minus 5. Okay, Hunter, where do I start my graph at?
Put it on -5.
Go to -5. Everybody put a point. Okay, now, this one is a little different. What's your rise over run on this one? Isn't that a -1?
Yeah.
All right, so my rise over run is going to be -1 over 1. How do I do that? Instead of going up 1 over
Go
1,
down.
where do I go? You go down 1, but you still go over 1. You still go forward 1. So down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Okay, I'm off the graph, but that's all right.
Do we have to? Can we just keep it on the graph? Or
Sure.
do we-
Now, dotted line or solid line?
And then you could go the
Got
opposite,
it.
couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. I want your line drawn all the way across your graph, though. Do I shade above it or below it?
It'd be
Above,
above, yeah.
Okay, so you guys can do number 5 on your own in a few minutes. All right, flip it over. We need to do some of these. Say it again.
Don't we just go down 1 over 1?
You can do it one time if you want to, Peyton, but if you do that, make sure you draw your line. I don't want your line drawn just from here to here. I want it drawn all the way across the graph. That's fine. All right, let's do 7. 7's a little different.
7.
Don't you go on the negative?
All right, let's look at 7, guys. How is number 7 different? It doesn't have a y. So, again, you can't do it the normal way where we've been going rise over run. You can't do it. All you can do is go to -5 on the x-axis and put a point. Do that. -5, x-axis, put a point. Okay, now, is it going to be a dotted line or a solid line?
Dotted.
Dotted now. Is it going to go vertical or side to side?
Vertical.
How do you know?
No.
Yeah, if you did it this way, it wouldn't show up. It would be on the axis. So, dotted line going vertical. All right, I'll give y'all a chance to draw that. All right, so next, do we shade above or below? Wait a minute. I can't shade above on
Looks
this one,
like
guys. There's no way.
Below.
It's a vertical line. You can't go up. It's either going to
To
be
the
forwards.
side.
It's either going to be forwards or backwards.
I knew that.
To the right.
So that says less than. If you had to guess,
The
which
left.
way is
Left.
less
The
than?
left.
Forwards or backwards?
Left.
Left.
Yes, backwards.
To
All
your
you
right.
have to do on that one, Jacob, is follow the arrow. Look, the arrow right here points left. Follow the arrow and shade left. Okay, 8 you guys can do by yourself. Let's go to 9.
Oh, there ain't.
Yeah, there is.
There's
Or not on there.
Whoa. Okay, look at number 8. Everybody look at number 8. Number 8 is already set up for us. JT, don't interrupt. Number 8 is already set up. What? Yeah, I know. But look at 8 is what I'm saying. 8 is set up. 9 is not set up. What's the difference?
You have to add the thing.
You got to add the thing. I need somebody to be a little more
The
specific.
one under the
Denominator. I think that's what.
All right, here's what I'm looking at. If you guys look at number 8, it has the y by itself, right? It's already solved for y.
Oh, we have to
This one's not. So you're going to have to solve them for y, Danielle, before you can do rise over run. All right, this is called slope-intercept form. To find your slope, you've got to solve for y. Now, we've been practicing this. What do I have to move over first to get y by itself?
3x.
Good. Take positive 3x, move it over, make it negative 3x. All right, do that first. Everybody move over your 3x first, make it a negative 3x.
Then you gotta multiply.
All right, now there's one more step. Mikey says we got to multiply, but let's,
Divide -2.
good. We have to divide everything up here by negative 2.
I'm tired right now.
Now, I didn't make you guys actually divide everything earlier, but we have to divide each number on this one. Now, I got to show you one more thing. And you guys had all this last year. I've got to flip my inequality on this one. When do I have to flip it?
When you divide.
Anytime you divide by a negative number, you have to
Remember
flip it.
this. What is it?
Anytime you multiply or divide by a negative number, we're dividing by a -2. So I've got to flip that from less than to greater than. All right, so look, what's a negative divided by a negative?
Positive.
So that's positive 3 over 2. 10 divided by -2 is -5. All right, write that down. Then I got to show you one more thing. All right, every year somebody does this. They look at 3 over 2 and they want to write it this way: 1.5x minus 5. All right. What's wrong with that, guys? Why can't I write 3 over 2 as 1.5? Yeah, because you got to have a rise over run, right? And if you do it this way, you won't have a number on the bottom. So don't make it a decimal. Leave it an improper fraction, so we'll have a rise over runs. Good. All right, so y'all should be good on that one. Graph 9 on your graph, and shade it, and figure out if the line's dotted or solid. All right, Danielle, where do I start this line at?
Negative.
Everybody go to -5, put a point. All right, JT, what is my rise over run? Up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2. Peyton, is this a dotted line or a solid line? Thank you. Dotted line all the way across. All right, Colt, do I shade above it or below it? What sign's that? Follow your board. Greater than. Arrows up. We got to shade above. All right, we're good.
Someone back there needs you to explain how you did that.
Who?
The one that always asks questions back in the back.
Alice is doing great. She's doing great.
She's better than questionable.
Yes.
It's opposite day.
I have no idea what's going on, to be honest.
All right, let's keep working. This is our first day doing this. I was just hoping y'all remembered it from last year, so.
Well, our math teacher last year sucked. He was kind of, he was a cool dude, but he was not great at
Who was it?
Man's does calf raises on the day.
I got it.
Man's does calf raises on the daily.
All right, so I showed y'all how to do number 9. 10 is just like number 9. Phone should be up. Oh, follow the same steps on this one. We have to get the y by itself first. Do that.
Just got it out too.
Oh, and it's cool.
Just to look at my text.
I'll turn the AC off. All right, everybody's getting the y by itself. Mikey, what you got?
10. You look at 10. Okay. So it.
What do we divide by?
So you move over 5x, it'll be a negative 5x. That's your first step. You divide everything by -3. All right, Allison, you always divide by the number that's with the y. Always. All right, but first what we have to do, y'all have to move 5x over, and that's going to make it a negative 5x. All right, that's what you should have on the first step. Make your positive 5x and negative 5x. Now, what do I divide everything by? That's a -3, right? All right, since it's a negative number, I got to do something special.
Positive.
You got to flip the sign
but
when you
yeah,
divide by a negative.
Positive.
So, greater than or equal to. Now, Jacob's right. Negative divided by a negative makes that a positive 5 over 3 plus 5. All right, Jacob, let's see if you were listening. Why do I have to leave that as a fraction? I can't make it a decimal.
I was not listening.
Okay,
I'm
because
not.
if you make that a decimal, Jacob, it's going to be 1.6. How are you going to do a rise over run if it's 1.6?
This is decimal.
This way I can go up 5 over 3. So don't make it a decimal, because then you can't go rise over run. You got to leave it a fraction. Do not divide it and make it a decimal. All right, graph it.
You can't. I mean, you can.
You gotta go down.
I don't know. I hadn't looked at it. I was going to let y'all try.